All right, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. We are live. We got a couple things to talk about tonight. A couple things to handle, a couple things to do. Excited about it. Up front, you know, we have to talk about NACT. Before I go any farther, if you're just coming in the chat, make sure you leave a comment. Say what's up. Say hello. All that good stuff. Because here we are. I'm going to share the stream real quick. Get my volumes right. We probably want to turn down the audio a little bit. I mean the volume of the music a little bit. There we go. I think that should be good. That should be good. John Sent, what's up? Oosh? Oosh? Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right now. What's up, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. We shared there. We're going to share an Instagram in a second. All right, so NACT Stage 3, right around the corner, guys. Right around the corner. Starts this weekend. I'll be casting on Saturday for the first day of rounds, first day of games, all that good stuff. This is going to decide, essentially this is going to decide who goes to playoffs. Not essentially, this does decide who goes to playoffs. Only 4 teams will make it. Only 4 teams are going to go to LA, which is insane to say, that the fact that we're finally going to have 4 teams, 2 days of events. It's pretty freaking hype. I don't know how excited everyone else is, but me as a caster, being around since everything was offline, everything was online, to them being it to where we got a grand finals in person last fall, and now for our third offline event, we're going to have 4 teams there, and it's going to be 2 days long. I know it's nothing compared to MPL, but still, it's freaking dope. Captain YT, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. It is definitely pretty dope. 2 days. It's going to be 2 days. It's only 3 weeks from now, yo. It's only 3 weeks from now. It's only 3 weeks from now. That's nuts. I'm really excited to see what 4 teams are actually going to end up making it. I think we all have an idea, like Ohio, no matter what BTK and Ohio Brothers make it, Avalon is pretty secured. It's that number 4 spot that's kind of up in the air. And we're going to go over that soon. We're going to go over the point spread and look at what teams need to do if they want to make it, things like that. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I'm trying to get a little bit of clarification on the tie-breaking rule, because there is a high chance we could get a tiebreaker. Another cool thing this week, guys, we're going to be I'm going to be doing a watch party of MPL Day 1, so just a reminder to you guys, Day 1, MPL PH, Blacklist vs. Echo. That's going to be Game 1. We're definitely going to be watching that tomorrow night. So if you guys want, make sure you come watch with me. That'd be awesome. Tricks and Potato. Listen. It was okay. That was all written by Potato. That was all Potato. That wasn't me. If it was, it was funny when we were doing it, actually. I was like, he wanted to do it with just me beatboxing. And I was like, nah, bro, we got to have a beat, man. We got to have a beat, bro. And then we were on the beat, and I'm like, nah, bro, we got to redo it. I was taking it very seriously to what it was. I think it was kind of meant to be a joke. Will there be any special guests? I don't think. We have not been told anything about that yet. I don't think there's going to be any special guests. I will say that I'm pretty sure casters have been chosen. I will not tell you guys who yet, but I'm pretty sure casters have been chosen. Nothing has been publicly announced yet. You guys know me. I'm always very good. I feel like I'm always very good at keeping my lips sealed. I'm always very good at keeping my lips sealed. There's definitely not going to be any foreign casters during season. And I don't think there is for finals. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Mirko. I love all the dudes. I love my PH casters. I'm going to group chat with all the PH and Indo guys and gals. Turn in all them. But, like, I'm glad that we finally have a season all on our own. And Nice used to say it too. He's like, I want you guys to have your own thing. Like a lot of those guys, they want us to have our own thing. And I think we're finally at a point where we can have our own thing. So it's sad, but it's also good. Rap battle during NACT? I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think so. I didn't write my track fast enough. I wrote like 8 bars. I wrote like 8 lines, and then I never came back to it. Redraft going to be in the rule book, bro. Stop the cap. Are the NA casters good enough, or is it only you that's on the international caster level? Good enough for what? Good enough to go to M series? Good enough to be an international? First of all, how's the music level? Let me turn it down in my ears. I feel like it's loud in my ears. First of all, I appreciate that's kind of a compliment to me, so I do appreciate it. Thank you, Dialect Cardi. I do appreciate it. Do I think all of our casters are on international level? I don't know. I think there's definitely some I think Private could go to international level. I think Wheezy's ready for international level. I think Yue and Eunice I think they're ready. I think, all right, let's be real, because there's some casters in other regions that it's not like they're not like way better than Eunice or Yue. Is there still room to grow for some of our newer casters? I definitely think there's still room to grow, but there's still room to grow for me. There's still room to grow for Private. There's still room to grow for Wheezy. I think our analysis desk could use a little work in a sense of like color. I think our analysis, like Eunice and Yue have gotten really good at being analysis, right? But there's one important thing about our desk is it's only 2 people. And this is something I always this is something I think me and Deku had a really good chemistry with is, all right, so all you have on our 2-man desk is you have 2 people. When essentially, when you see a 3-man desk, you have your anchor who is also adding color, who's adding like the jokes, the fun, something that Leo does, the quick witty remarks, something that Leo does really well. You know, after a big team fight, he just says something hype, and then the analysis jumps in, you know. So I think it's important that our analysis have to add some color. You know, they have to learn how to have a little fun on there, here and there, and not make it sound sourced. I think Eunice is going in a very good direction in that. Like, when me and Eunice cast together, I think it's a really good vibe. Like, the times that I've gotten to cast with her, which is twice now because there's, like, Wheezy's had some issue last season, it happened this season. And, like, sometimes when I listen to Eunice, I'm like, oh, I wish it would be a little, like, more fun here and there. But then when I jump on the desk with her, we have tons of fun. So I think maybe my mind's just not in the right place when I listen to her. Or maybe Wheezy needs to kind of bring that out. I know Wheezy sometimes can be very professional. He's got a very professional vibe. And that's something, over the past year, that's something I've worked on. And I feel like I've been doing this a bit longer than some of them. So I think that's something you kind of master later in the game, is how to just feel more natural and have more fun and be yourself more. To whereas in the beginning, you know, you're very working on just like, you want to sound good, you know? You need to know your shit, because you can't because everyone's fucking judging you. If you say one thing wrong, everyone's judging you, and you kind of have to play by the rules at first. And then once you've been around and you've earned some respect, then you could start to have fun. Like I can say this team's playing like trash right now, and everyone's not really gonna hate me. You know, like they have to kind of tippy-toe a bit more around and stuff, and I can joke a bit more, and everyone's not gonna take it so literally, and that's gonna give me a little bit of a better sound, to whereas not everyone else can do that. Like as a new caster, you can't really do that, right? It's a bit harder to do that. So yeah, I think all of our casters, and here's the thing: you're never really ready for an international stage until you go to an international stage. There was a lot of stuff I learned when I went there. I don't know if I was really like. I think I was ready, but I also had that in me. Like I told myself like I'm ready for this. This is what I want. Like that was my goal that year, and I freaking got it. But also I learned a lot, and I came in very humble, and I was very like ready, like, and being in that, like, it definitely elevated the way I think about casting. My voice audio is cutting in on and off. Is it? I don't know. Sometimes my mic gets a little weird. Sheesh. Kept Deku. I don't know about that. I think that's a really hot take. I would have loved to keep Deku as a caster. Do I think that... but like, I don't think Private and Deku had anything exactly like... I don't think we had to get rid of anyone last season. Private's a great caster, man. Private's a great caster. I don't really want to sit here and like critique, because I don't want to sit here and critique casters because like, I don't know. Trust me, I always have critiques. I have critiques for myself. I just don't know if it's polite for me to publicly do that. And people will take it wrong, man. You know, you say something as like a friendly remark, like something that someone could do to be better, and it could get blown out of proportion. So, sorry, guys. All right. Let's get to the predictions. What kind of beats do we want to listen to in the background? Ken Konecki, what's up, man? Hold on a second. Let me share the stream real quick, guys. This is a nice beat. It's a really nice beat. There is a scenario. We're gonna go over a lot of scenarios here in a minute. I just wanted to get a couple people in the chat first. Share my stream on Instagram, and my phone was dead, so I had to wait. Say hi, guys. Did my phone, bro? My phone just died on the charger. Oh my god. Can I do it? Do I have my Instagram on here? On my other phone? Hold on, guys. I don't have Instagram on here, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Purchase your tracks today.
Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Captain, bro. Do we got a deal, bro? Are you going to come through? I thought you were going to send me some clips from the ISF stream. I know you're busy with your own channel. If it's not possible, bro, if like you don't think you can do it, it's totally cool. But the offer stands. The offer does stand. What flavor is it? It's actually my new favorite flavor. It's pineapple stranana. It's my ish. It's my ish right now. All right, we're almost ready. Are there codes during this live stream? Nah, bro. No codes during this live stream, sorry. Oh my god, this phone's still on light mode, bro. Good morning, Matt. Paste. We live. All right. If I do it directly from YouTube, do you want me to? You can just download it off 4K, right? Do you use YT? Do you use 4K downloader? Do you want me to download them and send them to you? I can send my streams to you. Or I can start recording my streams and send them to you. Whatever you want, bro. Bro, however you do it on your channel, man, your clips are fine. Literally, I want you to practically do them very similar to your style, and we'll start to like pinpoint down a style as we move forward. But all right. I don't like this beat. Google Drive? Google Drive works. All I know is practice, practice, practice. All I know is action, action, action. All I know is savage. Hold on. I can't remember the lines. We're going to give you guys a taste of what I was writing for NACT, but I didn't finish. All I know is practice, practice, practice. All I know is action, action, action. All I know is maniacs and savage. Cause the triple kill was laxing. Cause I gotta win. For the glory to gold. Trophy's what I gotta hold and I gotta fight. For my way, then I guess it's all I know is I can't remember. I wrote a couple lines. All I know is practice, practice, practice. All I know is action, action, action. All I know is action and savage. No, it's all I know is action, action, action. All I know is practice, practice, practice. All I know is maniacs and savage. Cause a triple kill was lacking. Cause I gotta fight for the glory to gold. The trophy's what I gotta hold and I gotta win. So if you're on my way, then I guess it's right where I'll begin. I can't remember. Should I finish it, guys? Should I finish it? Practice, practice, practice. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Not my bars. when those first 2 lines are really what made me want to do it. Practice, practice. All I know is action, action, action. I was maniacs and savage, cause the triple kill was lacking. Cause I gotta fight for the glory, the gold, the trophies, what I gotta hold, and I gotta win. So if you're on my way, then I guess that's right where I'll begin. I have more lines after that, I just can't remember them. I have like a few more lines after that. I don't even write a full verse to it yet. All right, guys. Here's a stage 3 bracket. Here's a stage 3 bracket. Coach Mikey, what's up, bro? Stage 3 bracket. All right, so there's a lot of possibilities, guys. There's a lot of possibilities. Here's the thing, though. Here's the definites. Hold on. You guys can see this. All right, current scoreboard. The Ohio Brothers, BTK, Avalon, Knights of Fate, Bloodhounds, Area 77, Aggravate 1, Nighthorde. Essentially, Aggravate 1 and Nighthorde are like out. Even if they get 100 points, even if they got first and second place, the Ohio Brothers still stays in. BTK still stays in. Even if these 2 teams got last place, they would still stay in, essentially. And let's just say even if these teams got last place and this was first and second, if they got third, they would get 80 points and put them at 230. They would still be ahead. It would literally have to be like Nighthorde and Aggravate would have to get first place. Knights of Fate and Avalon would have to get like last place. And even then, yeah, Knights of Fate would have to get last place, and one of these teams would have to get like first place to knock them up. But then you still have to worry about Bloodhounds. Yeah, I don't think there's any. I honestly don't think there is any way if they get to 210. I don't think there's any scenario really, because you'd have to put everyone down from second to third to fourth to fifth, where like Aggravate 1 secures a playoff spot, maybe a 4th slot. They would literally have to get like first though. Avalon, Knights of Fate would have to get last. If Knights of Fate gets last, they'd get 50 points to put them at 190. That'd be the only way. And then they wouldn't need, if Aggravate 1 got second place, Aggravate 1 could get second and Knights of Fate could get last and they'd be good, but that would mean Bloodhounds would also have to get freaking 5th or 6th or lower. So that's just our first, we'll talk about some of the lower side teams real fast. So yeah, let's just, honestly, to be honest, Aggravate 1 and Nighthorde are out. Aggravate 1 and Nighthorde are out. Area 77, on the other hand. That music's loud. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta turn it down a little bit. Area 77 and Avalon, on the other hand. Area 77, on the other hand, they have to hit around the 200 point mark, right? And Avalon would have to get last. So if they can get 80 points, if they could get third, and fucking Knights of Fate gets last, then they're good. If Knights of Fate gets like third, if Knights of Fate gets like 5th or 6th, it puts them at 210. Area 77 then has to get second. If Knights of Fate gets 70 points, it puts them at 210. Actually, I did that math wrong last time. So either way, however Area 77 has to get a minimum of second place or third place, and Knights of Fates has to get 7th or 8th from there. And anytime Knights of Fates gets a better place, Area 77 has to get a better place. So Area 77 is looking from a 3rd to 1st finish to even have a possibility. To even have a possibility of getting to playoffs. That's Area 77's odds right there. They have to get a minimum of 3rd place here. Minimum of 3rd place here. The real possibilities here is Bloodhounds. Bloodhounds is trailing right behind Knights of Fate. They have a 10-point difference. That's a single spot difference. We're gonna go over the bracket. And I'm gonna show you guys where some of the crucial, probably the most important game of this whole series is going to be. It's not the finals. I think one thing I want to make clear to everybody: the grand finals is not going to be the most important game of 3. I mean, it'll be hype, but the most important game in match 3 is right here. Oh, whoopsies. Most important game of match 3 is right here. It's this game right here. I'm going to explain why here in a minute. This is going to be probably the most critical game. This is going to be a hype freaking match right here. If things go as I predict, this match is going to be the game changer for everybody, for 2 teams. This match is going to make all the difference. All right? So remember that. Lower bracket semifinals is going to be huge. And then so will lower bracket final, but mainly lower bracket semis is going to be huge. All right, so on to predictions. On to predictions, guys. Stage 3, I think we all agree that Ohio Brothers will probably beat Bloodhounds here. Ohio Brothers still essentially undefeated. Hold on. Deselect. Ohio Brothers still essentially undefeated. There we go. Bloodhounds will drop down. I need to pull something up because I don't know. Because the way that the places that teams go are a little bit weird. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is correct bracket. This is the correct bracket, yes. Right? This is the bracket that's on the website. All right, so Ohio Brothers go. Oh, no, this is not right. This is not right. This is not right. This is not right. Night Hordes, hold on. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is the one on Wikipedia. It's wrong. Knights of Fate, Bloodhounds are supposed to be. Hold on, guys. We got to do some switching around. Bloodhounds are supposed to be there. Night Horde's here. Aggravate 1 is supposed to be here. And Area 77 is supposed to be here. There we go. This is right. This is the bracket. It doesn't really make a difference. I'm not going to lie. It kind of does. But not too bad. Bossy. Bossy. Are you actually going to be playing, bro? Are you actually going to be playing, bro? All right. Anyways, to the point. Here we go. Predictions. Either way, TOB. All right. In this case, TOB definitely beats Night Horde here. Hold on. This is actually a really hype game right here, too. It's a really hype game, actually. Bloodhounds versus Knights of Fate. Round 1. I'm casting that on Saturday. Holy shit. That's going to be an... That's going to be a... This is a game that I don't think people should miss. Hopefully it lives up to the hype I'm giving it. But this is a game that people don't want to miss. Because this is going to kind of set the tone on how their match down here is going to go eventually. Or how things are going to go later on. Because these are the 2 teams that are essentially fighting for the number 4 spot. If Avalon just bombs, a lot of things has happened. But I don't think they're going to bomb. All right, so Bloodhounds versus Knights of Fate up front. I was hoping to have to make this prediction later. This is a tough predict right here. This is a tough predict. I have this. All right, so I guess Dave answered my tiebreaker question. Cool. Okay, so if they go against each other, I'm a little confused still. He's not really like, I read the thing. That's not what it's telling. All right. We probably listed below. Matches win-loss relationship have the same points by end of regular season. If Alpha and Beta have a total of 5 matches, he means 5 matches against each other. Okay. If Alpha, you mean, okay. So if Alpha and Beta have 5 matches against each other. Is that what it means? Jero Garcia, what's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to clarify some tie-breaking rules. Anyways, let's get back to the bracket. All right. Okay. I think Bloodhounds is gonna go. And all right, here's the deal. Maybe I'm gonna say it. I think this might be bias. I think I might be biased here. Because here's the thing. I honestly believe that these two teams are at a similar skill level. I don't think there's any real facts you can throw out that says that either team is exactly better than the other. So I think no matter who you pick, me, anybody out there, if you pick one of these teams, it's bias. And that's okay, guys. That is okay. I don't think that anyone can actually pick the winner of this team without having some bit of heart involved. I just think that's the reality of it. Let me go back and see. They haven't faced each other at all yet. They have. Knights of Fate beat them once. Okay, so I guess you could say that Knights of... Never mind, I'm wrong. I'm definitely being a little biased here. If you went by strictly numbers, you could say Knights of Fate have the advantage because they won once. But there's also the reality of, like, Knights of Fate 2-1 them. I still think that they are even in power level. I don't know. I do. I think they're even in power level. I don't think there's... I think the only... I think one thing is KOF might have slightly more level. KOF has a little more experience with, like, Zero. He's been around a bit longer, right? KOF might win game 1. I don't know. I think Bloodhounds might come in swinging. Bloodhounds is also what, one of the only teams that got a game off of... That's something else we had to think about. Bloodhounds is one of the only teams that got a game off of the Ohio brothers. Other than BTK, they're the only team to get a game off them so far. No one else has done it yet. So you got to give them some credit there. Do it. Everyone's telling me do it. I think Bloodhounds can do it. I'm just gonna say this now. I think Bloodhounds go to playoffs. I think Bloodhounds could go to playoffs. I think it could happen. Which kind of brings some hype. I really hope that me and Private get to cast. So me and Private are casting... Damn, never mind. We're only casting the final day. I wish me and Private could cast the KOF BH game together. Because he's a big fan of KOF right now. He's a big fan of KOF right now. For anyone that doesn't know, he's a big fan of KOF right now. Okay, loser goes to... Hold on, we got to copy this. Control J, Control J, Control J. Control J, J, J. All right. Loser of B goes here. I have the website pulled up, so I know where everybody goes. J, J, J. Night Horde goes here. All right, this is an easy one. BTK definitely beats Aggravate 1. Aggravate 1 goes here. Area 77 versus Avalon. I think Avalon takes this. I think Avalon takes this. Damn, was that some foreshadowing, guys? Did I just foreshadow Avalon's downfall? And Area 77 goes here. All right. You guys, all right. What do you guys think? How many people think that the KOF? Let me see some playoff lists. How many people? I don't care about BTK and TOB. Who do you guys think number 3 and number 4 are? Who do you guys think number 3 and number 4 are? We're gonna do a couple scenarios too, because this could go here. But I still think if Bloodhounds go here, that they still end up. I still think they could end up making playoffs, or at least beat Knights of Fate. Avalon Bloodhounds, Avalon KOF, Avalon KOF. I think. Who do we think is the 4th slot? That's the real thing. Is it KOF or Bloodhounds, guys? KOF versus Bloodhounds is decisive. It's honestly, it is the most. Those two teams playing, and I think they're going to play more than once. I think they're going to. This is why earlier I said that the lower bracket semi is going to be huge, because I think they're going to meet there. I think they're going to meet in the. I think they're going to meet there, and I think that's going to be the big decider right there. This match is hype, but it's not as hype. It doesn't really matter who wins this match, because they're going to play again here. That's one of my predictions. So we could just say they lose here, right? We could say, if that makes you guys feel, if that makes anybody feel better, we could say they lose here to create a little more story. Maybe Bloodhounds does lose as their first game. After that, I still think the Ohio Brothers beat Knights of Fate. They move forward. I think Knights of Fate drop down. Now, E match goes to here. Loser of Knights of Fates go down to here. This is how the bracket is. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that, Ken. That's why you act like this, bro. It all makes sense now, guys. Guys, everybody in the chat, it all makes sense now. Why Ken's so fucking crazy? He's got zaddy issues. Zaddy issues. I'm just kidding. That's why Ken likes me so much. I'm the father he never had. I'm just kidding. That's what all crazy people say, Ken. That's what all the crazy people say, man. All right. So Knights of Fate lose. Hot take, guys. Damn, guys, I don't know. Never mind. Hold on a second. Bloodhounds might not make it, bro. Bloodhounds might not make it. Bloodhounds might not make it. Unless damn, bro. The bracket just doesn't work for him, guys. The bracket doesn't work for him, guys. All right, Bloodhounds wins. Bloodhounds wins. Area 77 wins. Unless we get the upset of the year, there needs to be a big upset for Bloodhounds to make it, man. There's got to be a big upset for Bloodhounds to make it, guys. A big upset. There's got to be a really big upset. There's two things. All right, so there's two possibilities, yo. There's two possibilities, yo. All right. Either BTK with Baj as Rome is complete garbage, and they go here and then lose. There's one big possibility, right? There's one possibility. If they don't, Avalon goes, golly, did I not make enough copies, bro? Could have swore I made enough copies. If they don't, Avalon goes here, and I think Avalon beats Bloodhounds. I mean, T's roaming. Yeah, either way, T is a very good roam. T's roaming. T's roam. My bad. Not Bosch. Not Bosch. T. T's roaming, right? If T just bombs, then that's a possibility, right? Maybe it's a possibility. But I don't know. If this happens, I don't think Bloodhounds make it. Bloodhounds, I think Knights of Fate beat Area 77. Even if we get a big upset and Area 77 wins this, here's all the possibilities. Let's go over possibilities for Bloodhounds. Even if this happens, Bloodhound still loses. They don't make it to playoffs, right? Because they tie, they stay below. Even if this happens, even if Area 77 wins and Bloodhounds get here, Bloodhounds still don't make it to playoffs. They tie, and because Knights of Fate, let me double check. Okay. Lower bracket match 1. What did I didn't do anything wrong. Are you talking about putting Bloodhounds? Oh, Bloodhounds are supposed to be here. Doesn't really matter. Or are you saying I should put Bloodhounds up here? I don't understand what you want me to fix, Trap Fact. This is going to be a really hype game, though. Avalon versus BTK, because, yeah, you have Cardi. Ugh. I almost wish I was casting day 2. So let's put it this way. If Bloodhounds lose this, there's a very slim chance that they make it. they'd have to win this. Knights of Fate would have to lose, and then they'd have to get to here. There's your possibilities for Bloodhounds. Now I'm going to give how I think this could also... Sorry, guys. I know we're doing a lot of backtracking and craziness. I still think that they... I don't know. We'll see. I think a lot of these things still end up similar. Like, I think that they still end up there. This is what I think Bloodhounds are going to win this game. If they win this game, a lot more possibilities happen. If they win this game, a lot more things can happen. This is actually what I think Bloodhounds might win against Knights of Fate. I truly believe that, guys. I know, it's crazy, right? It's really nuts. It's really bonkers. Everyone thinks I'm dumb, but that's where my vote's going to go. That's where my vote's going to go, guys. You'll see on Saturday. That's where my prediction is going. All right, so you saw the Bloodhounds lose. If they lose against Knights of Fate, it becomes very hard for them to make it to playoffs. It just becomes really difficult. Like, so the whole bracket becomes stacked against them. They really need to win this first match to have a good shot. If they win this first match, they get a really good shot, right? The Ohio Brothers moves forward. I do still think that the Ohio Brothers win this. And Bloodhounds go down to here. Now things are interesting. Because Knights of Fate probably beat Night Horde. But I don't know if Knights of Fate are beating either of these two teams. I don't know if they're beating any of these two teams right here. Whether Avalon goes down or BTK, I still think BTK is going to beat Avalon. I'm sorry. I know Avalon looks really good, but I think BTK beats them. I think we get a really similar finish to last season, to last stage, which kind of sucks. But I just think that's the reality. And then here's the kicker, guys. I don't think that Avalon loses to Knights of Fate. I just don't. I'm sorry. I think Avalon moves forward. I think Bloodhounds move forward. And now we're tied. Now we're tied. Now we're tied in points against Knights of Fate, right? So if Bloodhounds somehow win this, it's a guaranteed. It's a guaranteed. They go to playoffs. If they can somehow beat Avalon, they go to playoffs. If they don't, it comes down to... So I just got the final ruling. Just got the final ruling. In the event of a tie, we will use their win-lose relation against each other in terms of series wins as first layer of logic to calculate the winner. Oh, so it's not gonna, so then it's going to be 1-1. So if Bloodhounds tie, bro, this is going to be the problem with these brackets. KOF. Then it will auto go to total kills. Because likely have a win against each other. Sorry, guys. Against each other. It's definitely a little stacked against Bloodhounds, man. So, like, if Bloodhounds lose this, even if they tie them, they're out. So here's how it goes. If a team is tied in points, it goes to their win-loss ratio against each other. since Bloodhounds have lost to Knights of Fate once, if they win here, it's 1-1 between each other, right? I don't know, man. They're not. They should have just done total. It says matches, though. Either way, unless Bloodhound's like 2-0, if it goes to matches. Matches. It says in the rulebook. Should be matches. That's what it says in the rulebook. So, if Bloodhounds win 2-1 and they tie in points, then it goes to the secondary priority of tiebreaker, which is total kills. Because last time, Knights of Fate 2-1 Bloodhounds. If Bloodhounds 2-1 them, then essentially they're tied in matches and series. So it's kind of up in the air there, right? Honestly, I feel like the rest of the prediction doesn't really freaking matter. You.
Purchase your tracks today.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't feel like the rest of these matches matter that much to me. It's because, like, no matter, I think no matter what, TLB takes this again. Whichever one of these teams ends up winning. We could give a hot take. Like, I think playoffs is when we're going to get exciting against. So, yeah, there's our thoughts. The big number 4 slot. Who's it going to go to, KOF or Bloodhounds? That's the main thing on the table. I mean, of course, things could get super crazy, and maybe a team like Area 77 somehow starts getting dubs, and Avalon or Knights of Fate just bomb out. If they bomb out, it's GG's. AO got violated by Trex. I'm sorry. Sorry, AO. Come back next season. I hope they make it to top 8 next season. What's sad about this format, I think the most upsetting I was never fully against this format. The only thing that's really upsetting is it doesn't give much opportunity for new teams to grow or learn. New teams don't really get the chance to grow or learn in this format. Like, AO only got a total of 1, 2. By the end of it, they'll have it. If they lose here like this, they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. They played a total of 5 games. Like, I think the idea was like, oh, it's going to be more hype. There's more on the line, but it doesn't really ever give that vibe. I think it's exactly, it felt repetitive. Because we just saw the same games over and over and over. And like, it doesn't matter if the Ohio brothers are going to wipe Area 77 when they face them in season. It doesn't matter. Like, it's still exciting to see the Ohio brothers face every team. It's exciting to see Bloodhounds have a chance against every single team once. It's exciting to see, you know, and like we still got to see a mix-up. Like, we got to see every team just about face every other team. But still, I don't know. I'm a fan of season, though. I'm a fan of league format. I mean, I'm a big fan of league format. I know we weren't able to, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm not against this. I'm not against this. It just like newer teams get a lot more opportunity when they face every other team once or twice. Also, one good thing is weak teams won't be demotivated like Lamey Top. You think Lamey Top got demotivated? They got better. They literally got, I feel like they got more motivated throughout the season. They were the one team that stuck around. I feel like this is demotivating, honestly. Because you play for 1 day, 2 days, and then you're on, you just watch everyone else play. Like, you know, once you lose, you're not gonna have another chance in this phase. So it's kind of that's. No, you're thinking of Wasians. Wasians DQ'd. Lamey Top didn't DQ. Wasians DQ'd because they had a pilot. Lamey Top didn't DQ. The good thing is we got less drama this season. The season's not over yet, guys. The big drama bomb was after Grand Finals last season, so I mean, I think there might have been a match that Lamey Top didn't make. You might be right about that. But still, they were a team that got better throughout the whole season. Like, the growth of Lamey Top was good, and you always see that happen with the weak teams. And like, I just feel like we don't get the opportunity to see that. Because like, imagine instead of getting to play 14 games, Lamey Top only gets to play 5 against top 8. So like, there's like, what does Aggravate 1 get in this? You know, they get to play, but it's not a good format to grow teams, I feel like. Mikasa, what's up, man? I don't know. What are you talking about, Mikasa? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying, bro. Anything could happen. What are you saying, bro? Nah, man. Look. I don't have you winning against them, bro. I don't have them winning against you, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. See? Oh, shit. I did 2 possibilities if you want the truth. That was the Bloodhounds have a route to, that was the Bloodhounds have a route to playoffs. And then before this, I did a whole version of if they lost to you guys first round, etc., etc. I think that's like the hardest match to predict. I think Knights of Fate and Bloodhounds and BTK and Avalon are probably the 2 hardest matches to predict. I think you guys are. I think it'll be a good match. I'm gonna get to cast it this Saturday, so It should be fun. Slacker versus slacker. I don't know. Anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen.
Purchase your tracks today.
KOF is more likely as long as they continue to do good. It's close. I don't think there's no... As long as Knights of Fates tie place the same as Bloodhounds, they're pretty much safe. If Bloodhounds gets one slot ahead of them this bracket, it's a tie, and it comes down to... It's going to probably end up coming down to kills. If Bloodhounds gets 2 slots ahead of King Knights of Fate, then it's G's. Bloodhounds go. What's everyone's thoughts on Avalon BTK? Does Avalon beat BTK this phase? And Sir Bossy, are you going to be playing, bro? Am I going to see you on the Lapu in the EXP line, bro?
Purchase your tracks today.
Wait, Bossy's not playing EXP? Question mark? Bossy's not going to play EXP? Bossy's on Knights of Fate, bro. That's interesting because no matter who beats who in upper, they're still going to be in lower because we think no matter who wins in upper is going to lose to Ohio Brothers. That's such a statement all in itself, Captain. It's like it doesn't matter who really wins here because they're going to play again down here. You have a point, though. I'm going to see me Ling live, bro. When are we going to see you play this weekend? That's what I want to know. So, bro, just tell me if we're going to see you play this weekend. Come on, bro. How long have we known each other, Sir Bossy? We go way back, bro. Just give me the tea. Will we see you play this weekend? If and then follow-up question. If KOF goes to the finals, like what was the purpose in putting you on the roster? Are you going to play in finals? Does someone have a visa? Like, you know, what's the deal here, bruh? Come on, man. I need that exclusive Sir Bossy interview right here. Motivational speaker. Come on, man. You owe me that, bro. You owe me a solid answer, bro. I gave you guys a year of fun when you guys weren't having any fun. When all you guys were playing Wild Rift, I gave you guys a year of fun in the NASL. Don't smile, people. All right. What games do we want to watch, guys? I was told that MPL M1. Tell them how you pick Area 77 to win. No, bro. No, no, no. You guys want to know? You guys want to know Private's predictions for next week? I'll let you guys know them. I'll tell you guys right now. He voted for He went Avalon, Bloodhounds. He put Aggravate ones over BTK, and then TOB beats Nighthorde. Sir Boss, bye. Bye. He predict good. Actually, sometimes he is the opposite side of you. That's because Private doesn't predict with his heart, bro. He's just a number, like the rest of these casters. They're all just numbers, men. They don't ever get spicy, man. They don't ever. There's for a potato, bro. You should have a little more. You should have a little more salt and pepper on you, bro. A little more salt and pepper on that tater chip, bro. Give me some spice. Give me some barbecue. When was I ever a numbers man, bro? When I came to predictions in season. On our first season, I always put an upset in one of my guesses. I always put an upset in one of my guesses. Always. I'm not high risk, high reward. I wouldn't say that. I'm not an Area 77 fanboy though, bro. I haven't been an Area 77 fanboy since like NACT, like fucking before Dave was back. You showed me the tattoo. Don't talk about that, bro. Where is it? There's the A right there, bro. There's the A. It goes into the 7. And there's the 7, guys. See the 7? A. 7. I'm not going to show you guys the rest. I don't vote for Area 77 anymore. They get no votes from me. They could be dominating and I wouldn't vote for them. You know what was a really good, actually what was a really good toss-up last phase was Knights of Fate versus Bloodhounds last time. A lot of people went for, we were pretty split down the board, and I think me, UA, and someone else went for Bloodhounds, and we got it right. That was a really good split. We're like, and I think this one too will probably be pretty split. Bro, I always get this question. Guys, I get this question all the time. Like, when I'm talking to some mods or something, or like, because sometimes the mods switch up. Would you be interested in joining KOL program? Since you work so closely with us already. And it's like, bro, a lot of y'all, like, I've actually been a KOL since, like, Facebook days. Back when it used to be, what was it? What did it used to be called? Anyone remember what it used to be called? MIL. Yeah, back when it was Mobile Legends Influencer League, right? Or something like that. Now it's Key Opinion Leaders or whatever. But I was in it back then. And then, but like, I just stopped doing stuff. And I'm like, technically I've been KOL forever. I just don't ever do anything. Private hot takes for phase 3, bro. So do you just think it's gonna be TOB, BTK, Avalon, KOF going to playoffs? Is that your thoughts? Shinzu, I can barely understand your sentence, but I'm guessing what you're talking about is hold on. Do we think if if M4 Valley was at IESF or MSC, they would have left in group stage 2? I disagree. I disagree. I don't think they would. Especially if they stayed together all this time. But that is a fairyland. That's an alternate universe. This isn't freaking Spider-Man into the multiverse. This is here, and we lost because we're trash. Yeah. Hottest take would be KOF over BTK. Holy crap. Like you're saying, so when does BTK lose? When does BTK lose, bro? When do they lose? They lose to Avalon? That in itself is a hot take. But it's not too hot. It's possible. I think it's like 30-70, 40-60. They would, like, really have to fucking whiff. My bracket's all messed up now. Anyways. My bracket's all messed up now. Avalon beats them and KOF sends them off. Could happen. No, so here's what could happen. If KOF loses to Bloodhounds and they get knocked down, they would face, and then if BTK lost to Avalon, KOF would go against them. So, like, this is what could happen. I'll give you guys an example. This is what could happen, right? Like, this is a possibility, right? We're not completely counting this out just yet. This is what could happen. If BTK loses to Avalon, they go up here. This is how the bracket works on the website. This is what I saw. And then Knights of Fate could beat them, right? This is a possibility, right? This is a possibility. If BTK comes in slacking, no matter what, BTK goes to playoffs. That's very clear. $99.99 to M5. Yeah, TOB BTK got the spots. Private's a full-blown KOF fan now. He's the real deal, guys. I respect that. I respect that. He's the real deal. I don't know who... I think really what it comes down to is, like, who do I want to see more in person? Who would be... I actually think... You know, I'm going to be real here. I know Boca Roscoe, but I know more players on Knights of Fate. And I've at least VC'd or talked to them at some point or known them longer than all the players of Bloodhounds. So I think I would probably enjoy seeing Knights of Fate more. I think I would probably enjoy seeing them more in person. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, hopefully they boot camp in PH. They get a lot of time, bro. MPL PH is literally just starting this week. That's nutsos. Like, I would be hyped to see Boca, too. I would if I saw Boca, there's probably a higher chance of, like, we would hang out than me or anyone from Knights of Fate. I don't know. Either one would... It's really tough. I'm going to be hyped no matter who comes. But, yeah. There's a game we got to watch, guys. I was recommended Red Giants versus Todak. I don't know. What should we watch, guys? Wait, where are my bars? Oh no. Team Boo Boo Gamers for Grand Finals. Okay. I hear you, bro. I'll tell you what. Malaysia has been litty. Would I want to meet you, Sir Bossy? Yeah, bro. I'd want to meet you. Yo, who was the dude? Do you remember that one time we were all in a VC? Who was the dude, the white dude, that showed his camera and was fucking getting lit? I'm trying to remember his name, man. You guys all knew him. What was his freaking name, bro? Wasn't that with you, Sir Bossy? That was your homeboy. No, not Dez. Not Dez. No, this was a white boy. he was my skin tone. Do you remember what I'm talking about, Sir Bossy? Damn, I can't remember his freaking name, bro. This was a long time ago. This was like season 2. This was like around the time that we had like we had like the Toxics chat in the NASL, bro. We had a chat just for people to be toxic to each other because you guys were all out of fucking control. God, those were kind of good times though. Bro, those were fucking... Bro, Season 2 was probably the littiest season because everybody was fucking on each other's ass, talking trash. And I remember Boca Roscoe... do you remember... Bro, who was it? It was Boca, Sir Bossy, someone else, bro. Like, there was like 30, 40 people in the VC that night. And... who was it? A worse player who was the sub for Team Sexy back then? His Discord IGN was just like a symbol. I know that it was just like one thing. It was like a fucking like a comma or some shit, or like an asterisk or some shit. And they were fucking wilding out in there, man. Back when Trek server was active, yeah, bro. Now it's just a dead hole of a place. Bro, Sir Boss, you're like way too late. I don't know if you're watching me on like a super delay. It was... Sir Boss doesn't remember this shit, bro. He doesn't remember shit. I hate you, bro. The Kingdom, bro. The Kingdom, man. It was the key. It was the Kingdom. It was just the Kingdom. That was Boca's first team. I took my picture in my calculus class. You like? Team Hack versus RSG, week 3, day 1. All right, here's the question, guys. Do we watch Team Hawk versus RSG, or do we watch Red Giants versus Todak? Bakugo. Bro, Bakugo. I think he ended up getting banned, bro. I think Bakugo ended up getting banned. Because he was, like, always on some shit in the server, bro. I think Bakugo ended up getting banned, bro. Didn't like he get doxxed? Like, didn't he like post pictures of himself or something talking shit or some craziness? Bro, you guys are bringing back some memories. The server used to be fucking retarded, bro. Who was the was Bakugo the Cho player that wanted to 1v1 everybody? He wanted to 1v1 everybody, bro. You guys remember that? Was that Bakugo or was that someone else? Someone that the dude just wanted to 1v1 everybody. He felt like he was better than everybody, bro. And he would just come into the server talking shit. Who was that, bro? Oh, man. I wish I could remember all that stuff, bro. I almost want to, like, go back and look for that stuff, bro. The server was actually so low IQ. Bro, I'd rather have a low IQ server than a dead server. If your server gets lit, then it's gonna be the that's like it's the equivalency, right? Like the more active your server gets, the lower the IQ gets. You know? Especially if it's a Mobile Legends server. What match do we want to watch, guys? Bro, Serbasi was on a 4-minute delay. Holy shit, bro. Bro. Moonpie did get fucking verbally assaulted, bro. I think that's why I ended up closing the toxic chat because of that, bro. I think that's why I ended up closing the toxic chat. Cause we had Moonpie join the casting. She casted for 1 day, I think, 1 day. And that was it. Her career ended that day, bro. She couldn't take the smoke, bro. She couldn't take the smoke, I guess. I don't know. But from what I know, Moonpie was a little toxic back then too. Like, that's why I think I didn't like go too hard on everybody. Cause from what I know is she definitely had her days of trash talk back in the day, bro. She's not the purist that everyone. Nobody was pure, bro. A lot of people change their IDs, bro. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are friends with me now that are like, I wish I could see a record of everyone's Discord IDs of who they were in the past, because I'm sure a lot of these players that we see in the top 16 are guys that used to fucking go in on me, bro. There was one team in one of the first NACTs that I hosted that were fucking tearing me apart, bro. When I first hosted NACT, because everyone was so used to Dave at the time. What's funny is then when Dave came back, everyone was like, bring checks. It was a whole fucking, but like, there was one team, and then they tried to join NASL, and I was like, screw you guys. I still ended up letting them join. Then they had a slot, and they couldn't, bro. Anyways, bro. NA server used to be fucking crazy. Bonkers. Straight bonkers, bro. Alright.
They ain't even loaded. Staring down the barrel and you're still daydreaming about being an inventor.
Getting up, it's gonna be able to soak up even more damage. Be a significant lifesteal.
Oh, that's loud.
Alright.
She's got a loud
Okay.
voice.
All right, Dewa Tree Pucha, are you ready?
This is what I want from Xena. I want her to be like,
All right, but
I want her to
think we can do
scream.
more.
Maybe
Ay, tak cukup buat. One
I want
more
Xena
time, okay?
and I want
Dewa
Xena and Liz to
Tree
scream
Pucha,
more. Maybe I should just
are
tell
you
him that.
ready?
I just want him to scream.
The audience is ready, the players are ready. So saya rasa sekarang dah masa untuk jemput.
If one of those two came on the day and they just surprised me, and I know it's hard. Yeah, you're right, Deku. It's hard when you're in the room. But if one of them just came on and they were like, "Welcome to the North American Challengers Tournament. Are you guys ready? Today, join with me is ShoutCaster." And like, I would have such a cheese on my face. I would be smiling from ear to fucking ear, bro. If I had a day where they came in, like, I just wish if they come in on season 3, I'm gonna tell one of them. I need them to yell. I need you guys to yell. Whoever I cast with on Saturday, I'm gonna tell them I want you to yell. So be ready, guys. I'm gonna tell them I want them to yell. I'm coming in on Saturday. Who am I casting with on Saturday, bro? Who am I casting with on Saturday? Where's the schedule? Should be way in the beginning. Here's the schedule. What's the Saturday? 9/9? Liz. Liz is going to yell this Saturday. Liz is going to yell this Saturday, bro.
Ang Red Giants katas pentas MPL Malaysia. Masih mengekalkan dominasi carta musim ini.
She'll do you, T, for
Pasukan
sure?
Gergasi
What?
Merah menunjukkan
She'll do
mereka
it, for
bersedia
sure.
untuk layak ke M5. Coach Arcadia dan Ozora Becky punya chemistry menjadut tahuran. Mampukah Gergasi Merah membenam? MPL kan todak pasukan. Adakah strategi
We did have something
baru
special,
ini?
bro.
Sekarang perlawanan
Let us cook, bro.
teruskan is better your
10 minutes, bro.
looking to conquer the ocean. You're here with the
Bro, Deku, I wish you were in VC with me the other day when we were watching MPL. They had that hot link thing. See this hot link thing right here, bro? On the stream? Hold on. See this hot link thing? This was right in the middle. This hot link thing was right in the middle. Like in the middle. And it was like over, it went like higher than their computer screens, right? And they had, I don't know who it was, bro, but they had, I felt bad. They definitely had the shortest caster out of all these guys sitting right in the middle. All you saw was his head sticking over it, bro. I was like, why did they do this to this guy? I was like, I'm guessing after that they finally moved it to the side because they realized how poorly it was placed. It's not like it's his fault, bro. Bro, they did him so dirty. I felt so bad. I was like, bro, why did they put him in the middle behind this huge-ass sign?
and I have my
Ray Ash, what's up, man?
It's getting killed as Dafa. It's good. Bagi saya the group stage, right? So right now he's in the
Here we go. Let's jump into draft.
And I think these are two players that definitely have those capabilities.
man, dehydrate the Todak. My goodness, you guys are getting more and more brutal with those.
Bro, his chair was as
But
high as
keep it
everybody
coming.
else's,
So
bro. I'm
landing
sure it
man
was
up by
as
Todak.
high as it
There's
gets,
a lot of
bro.
respect given over the Super Skies. I believe he is probably the only player that has actively played Fanny whenever available, and he has won all his games with that hero. As SRG, they're gonna ban out the Paquito for the third ban.
Finally, a flex pick getting banned out for the side of SRG. I was wondering when this was going to start coming in.
All right, we're taking chat off the screen.
Academy has esports exclusive executives and game development courses. They also have an MLBB school holiday camp. None of which I've seen live in person, but I would like to believe that you know, some people are walking.
Bro, I know. I'm watching.
Don't worry, I mean, they
MPL
have some of
PH
their
tomorrow
academy
night.
members in the roster, right, just ready
So
to
don't
play
forget,
whenever
guys.
they
Come
need.
tune in.
So nice.
We're gonna be watching Blacklist vs Echo, match
Todak does
1.
have a very good grasp
2
of the
seasons
scene.
in a
They
row,
have this
Blacklist vs
talented
Echo.
eye of
Sheesh.
identifying players with a lot of potential and then bringing them up to the same MPL standards. Like their main lineup now consists of a lot of those same peeps.
I- the, the crowd isn't even talking about the draft, and they're dabbing Sunfrost. But yes, you saw us. Congratulations, Sultan Rick, for winning a TikTok award recently.
Yeah, big
Going to the
shout-outs.
first pick, SRG, first pick, Claude. Is it going to be the case? Yep. I mean, wow, what a surprise. We all saw this coming.
Oh wow, who would have thought that was going to happen?
Incredible. I've never seen this before.
I'm waiting to see what Todak has in store, because if we're talking about shutting down gold laners, right, we have a multitude of examples of what actually goes well against the card, whether you are pairing Chico in a more oppressive matchup, or we start really getting those cooler supports, those assassin style of supports. I hope you know where I'm going with this. Saber, Natalia, we haven't seen none of those just
Oh
yet.
boy. Don't bring me back.
If you're even going back to those memories, remember the fanny robe that Humes used to play?
That's true as well. We do get the Farsa Grok very standard combo. You pick an artillery, you take away.
MPL
what
PH
stops
should
the
be
artillery.
interesting this season.
Right? So with artillery, at the very least, the counter pick for it.
You guys
they
already
got
know who
flex
I'm
pick,
cheering
but
for.
they're still
You guys
keeping
remember my
SRG
team,
on
right?
their toes. At the very least, they have a scaling artillery mage in the mid lane, just to kind of make sure that they have.
It's
some
not
counter
Echo. I
pressure.
mean, Echo's
I think
on
it's
the
rather
roster,
interesting
but
that they didn't decide to go straight into Eve. They just want
Echo's
that
on the
raw
roster, but it's not the
damage
team
first
I
to make
want.
Super
I'm
Zac
gonna be
feel
cheering
as
for this
uncomfortable
season.
as possible, because right now, Super Zac,
Do they play?
what he's
Ooh,
been
and
good
they
at,
play day 1.
Kadita and as well as Farsa, both of which he's gotten major success.
That's true. On top of that, the Valentina, which Zach does pick up pretty often.
We're
is
RSG
already
fanboys.
banned by Todak. So
There we go,
a lot of
Abdul.
attention
RSG.
into that mid lane to allow Zion Senpoi to ease himself back into the land of Dawn. But the Red Giants are going to be able to lock in one of those
Someone
signature
remembers.
heroes, the Turretisla, since it was not really focused on during the ban phase, which is pretty common for a lot of opponents of the Red Giants. They usually focus on getting rid of the Turretisla, getting rid of the Paquito. So it's interesting to see.
I need to see
You
something
the
real
Edis
quick.
flip
Hold on.
through multiple times, right? I think teams are, as the group stage progress, I think a lot of teams are understanding that while Edith is not the be-all end-all, right? There are bigger fishes to fry, and in this case, Edith slips right through, so SRG gets it in the roam row. Jiku back on that 1-1. Seen this before.
Yeah, we have seen this before. It's very difficult to punish the 1-1 with the inbuilt Purify in her kit already, and with the crossbow of tanks being able to be activated once you get those weakness points, could really start making some incredible plays for the side of Todak. So the cap
This
is
series
very,
was
very
last week,
high,
right?
But now we have to start thinking about counter matchups, right? Number one, Xborg. Is there any consideration throwing him out of the ban to make sure that the EXP lane is going to be a little easier to play? Todak getting rid of insurance policies as well, taking away the farmers so that the Netherrealm isn't going to play a big factor once we do see the Feather Airstrike connect.
It does seem like they're pushing Super Zac pretty hard here, though. We saw during the video that Todak's weakness was highlighted.
Can I talk about
as the
ISF?
mid lane, but it seems like Todak may be putting the shoe on the
I
other
think
foot right now,
ISF
focusing
all right, here's
on
a really
the
hot
Giants
take.
mid lane, thinking that Super Zac may be
ISF
the
hot
weak
take
one.
real quick, guys. Hot take on ISF. I thought I saw someone somewhere say that last year was more hype. Someone said, I heard someone use the words that last year was more hype. That, I think that is so far from true. I think that is very far from true. I think the group stage gave a really bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, and they should have never streamed group stage. They should have never streamed group stage. But let's be honest, the bracket last year was not hype. It was, you had 8 teams. So many of them were not that good. It was obvious like how that bracket was going to go down. Like there was nothing really hype about last year. I remember watching the games. The only Argentina did okay. I was happy to see them play decently, but like other than that, there was this team. We had like 2 teams. We had several teams do. We had Saudi Arabia do really good. We had a bunch of big game series go all 3 matches. Like there was for a bracket, for an international bracket, there was not that many sweeps. So like I think this season overall was much. I think this year overall was much like the bracket was much hyper than last year's bracket. It's just group stage that fucking sucked, man. I don't think Mirko said that. I think someone in his chat said that.
Now, let's see what Todak is going to do in the second phase. How do they want to posture themselves here? Do they want to reveal almost straight away what their support EXP is going to start looking like?
I think
Or are they
overall it
gonna
was just a
lock
hyper.
in their jungle
It was
right
a
now just to keep
better
them on their
bracket.
toes? And it looks like
I was
they're gonna be locking in
excited.
the
I was
jungle
excited
right
watching
away
Egypt
to
play. I was
kinda
excited
set
watching
that
Saudi
base
Arabia
level.
play.
Yeah, keeping that jungler secret. I mean,
Mongolia.
I say is still available, but
Like, there were
there's
some
a
really
very
good
chance to pivot
games.
towards the assassin jungler matchup, right? Like you pointed out early on, Gideon.
Yeah.
SRG, they have some choices.
If
I mean,
all
the
you
lane
did was watch
still can
Philippines
be
and
contested
Indonesia
by
games,
both teams,
you
and
miss.
now
I
SRG,
wouldn't
they
think it was hype
somehow
either.
go
If those
for
were
it,
the
they
only
can.
series you watched, yeah, it was
How
a
are they gonna
boring.
pair it up, though?
But if
I
you
don't
watched
know.
the whole
way
series
that
and
I see
watched
is
all
that
the other
they've got a
teams,
lot of
it
people
was
who
a
can
really
chunk
fun
their opponents
ISF.
out. They've got a strong engage already, and they have plenty of heal. So from SRG's
They
POV,
just should have
it's
never
like, yes,
streamed
we
group
looked at this
stage.
engage, it's all about
They
making
weren't
sure
ready.
that this Feather Airstrike isn't going to get value, but the counter engage just seems to be very, very heavy. Even though Edith can slowly peel backwards and bait out a couple of spells, I just don't think it's enough just yet. Boxia, now
Alright.
it's going to be enough.
And they have Novara as well, right? We've seen this so many times.
Why don't you go
Novara
over season
plus
cast?
Astro,
Because
Echo,
I'm
all these hitboxes,
too
Teresa
expensive.
loves them.
A ticket to fly me overseas is like $2 grand. To whereas like flying someone from the Philippines to Indonesia or here to here,
Alright, I mean,
it's cheap, man. And
I'm trying to
Naisu
make this
cast
as
here because
simple
he
in
was
my head as
already
possible.
coming to
Full
America.
damage,
It was
cut to
already
VP
planned.
targets. That makes sense.
Yeah?
Like he
Yeah,
was already
it
taking a
is.
trip
I
here,
mean,
so it just
it's
worked
a
out.
double-edged sword because a lot of sustainability coming in from Alpha is going to get taken away because Boxia is going to negate a majority or at least cut it in half. So it comes to a point of both of these jungles really actually need to get ahead of their opponents. And let me tell you, Boxia is one of those junglers who is very oppressive. Steals away your jungle in front of your face and then rolls on out of there and contests the opposite side.
Anyone
of the
see
map.
my
So it's
Instagram
interesting
story? How
to
do we
see
feel
that
about the Baruto drip?
wanted Alpha to be in
Is
this
he drippy
position.
or corny, bro?
It's an interesting choice indeed.
Drippy or
When we
corny?
Look at their lineups here. Red Giants do have
Is
some
the Baruto
early
drip
game
on
play
point?
options,
Or is he
but
lacking?
Todak has a much
Is he
better
slaying or
scaling
slacking,
ceiling,
bro?
So as long as they're able to hold on and keep Chiku on par with Super Red, this game will go theirs in the late game.
But they say the draft is a mood setter for what's to come in the series. And I think
I
between
think both
SRG and
teams-
Todak, they've already done that first part. We're hopping into game number 1 between Selangor Red Giants and Todak. Giants
He's
against
drippy?
the Fishes.
Okay.
We'll see how this is going to pan out. So many things to cover. We talk about the gold lane matchup, top side, Super
Both
Gordians and
teams
Pancake
have
pressuring
decent
Momo
late
early on.
game.
And you can see the invade already being started out by Zyme Senpoi and Yum.
Yep, and the idea is just to slow him down.
A little
as
more
much as
poke
he can
from the
because
side of
Alpha is
Red
generally
Giants.
going to start struggling if Super Skies is able to get into a point where he's a level ahead of him, and all these neutral objectives are basically uncontestable, forcing out the
Alpha
ultimate
jungle,
pushing E for
questionable.
teamfights rather than zoning. Like
Little
the Feather
questionable.
Because of that, it's easy to see why they would go for those early invades, go for the early zoning, and we can see a bit of an altercation here.
Quite some damage. Pancake trapped behind the wall. and
Oh,
he might end up going
Pancake.
Down. So he has to use his flicker to get away.
Not going to see Momo chase after him. He does have the sprint, so it's not like he's going to make some crazy plays. Super Red on the other hand, Chiku guys have been left on an island on their own. So
I think
even
I like
though
Red
would expect
Giants
Super Red
draft
to
better
actually
here.
go out of there 50-50 at the very least. If he goes even against Chiku guys at this stage of the game, that's not that bad because he's going to make a bigger impact once the team fights start rolling around.
Being able to get that scaling up on Super Red is going to be very important for the Red Giants because in comparison to Todak, their damage consistency is a little low, but Momo.
Like the comps are kind of similar in a sense of like who you have, like or what roles you have in your team.
Oh, they're healing up.
Like both teams have 3 tanky frontliners. That was hype.
Holy!
But
The way he gets for that was such a free kill! God!
But the
Dances with
Barats
death
answers
in the
Todak's
face of
teams
it.
more than Alpha
That is
answers
insane
Red
right
Giants'
there. That is the
team.
composure that we have come to know from
I feel
Momo
like
here. One of the key
the
players
Claude
of
answers
Todak.
more than
Speaking
the
of,
Wan
Trying to
does.
go no Yums, draw completely fine. Turtle just spawned. Razak using that ultimate. Gonna ping out where this Alpha is. Super Gorgeous will be on the scene first. Have the penalty zone and the flicker if needed. So both teams will let his turtle reset.
Yeah, because of the time.
Totally
He's a level down, 2 levels down.
He's been on them cones, bro.
Level
Coach
4 right
has him
now.
on them
Gonna
cones
knock
all
out
week.
Basket. Momo not running away
Good
this
first
time.
blood.
For him. Penalty zone used by Super Gorgeous onto Rival, taking massive damage. He's about to go down, and there's a double for Super Gorgeous. Flicker from
Good
Yums,
shuffle.
stay alive.
Cowboy
Super Gorgeous
boogie.
once more. A bit of an overheat there as he dies to Zyme's standpoint.
Yep, I don't think they were expecting Wanwan to actually show up and sacrifice a little
Am
bit
I
of
biased
lane
on
just to
RSGMY?
get to this position.
No,
In the
I'm not
meantime,
like a
Super Red is
RSG.
able to
I'm not like a
absolutely
global
collapse down on the
RSG
lane,
fan.
get a little bit of gold for himself while the rest of his teammates
Like, I'm not a big
secure
fan of
that
RSG
turtle.
Singapore.
In terms of how
I
much
just
they
like
lost,
RSG,
not much from the side of Todak, but the EXP
Philippines.
lead generated by this turtle for SRG is going to be massive since Super Skies did get slowed down in the earlier stages with Rival still a level ahead of him.
yeah, I think Todak definitely got a little bit over-aggressive there because of how Momo was able to escape in the previous
Do the
situation, thinking that
Cupid
he'd be able to buy
shuffle.
enough time for them to set up a more favorable position for the turtle. But because of that, they end
He
up
hit him with the
losing
Soldier
4
Boy, bro.
players, and that's not ideal here.
Oh!
Thing on the pancake, he's gonna be dead. Can't even use that ultimate nor his flicker. Love the awareness from Toda to get that punished. I mean, Super Skies now can't get any invade going.
Yep, really, really good. The information that Todaka is utilizing, making sure that they're coming in on the same time. They're trying to play as clean of a game as possible. And it's great to see that Todaka is taking this as seriously as they can.
Understandable. They are against the top of the charts right now. The Red Giants are one of the only 2 teams currently undefeated here in Season 12, and Todak will be very
All right, if you had to
eager
give-
to end that streak and
If
put
you had to
themselves back
give
into
a
position
hero's
as
ultimate a
defending
dance, a
champions
name of a
of
dance,
MPLMY. As you can see,
what would you
they've
do?
actually managed to still even up
I
the
think
net
we
worth
would call-
difference here, or 2 kills
we'd
each,
either
and
call
this is actually
Barats or we'd call
Todak.
Johnson the
Super
Cat
Gorgeous
Daddy.
on the top side, Rival and
The
Momo
Cat
takes the
Daddy.
penalty zone in the
Cat
face. Super
Daddy.
Gorgeous
I just
trying
feel
to
like it
pull
would fit.
out, just couldn't queue up enough.
I mean, he tried. He definitely tried. He procced his Brave Strike. He did everything that he possibly could, but he doesn't have his flicker. The fact is, he's getting baited in by Momo in a lot of these fights. In the earlier stages, you can expect that Super Gojes, he's a level ahead. He is therefore stronger. He's got 2 kills underneath his belt. He's not scared of Momo.
For it, they are the
Well, we wouldn't call Barats' ultimate the Cat Daddy. We'd call his first skill, or his second skill, whatever one it is.
That
Oh,
hit the shot,
that
but it
hit.
doesn't have enough
that
damage
poke
yet.
is going to be scary for
That's a
1-1.
nice snipe right there. Red Giants
Nobody
will be
using
trying
Barats
to
jungle
put on a
now?
bit more
That's
pressure,
not
but
true.
I think Todak are definitely coming out on top in these
Kai got a nice,
exchanges
or
here.
Kai has
They
a
were able to bait
buff
out
coming
the
in
kill
advanced
Gorgeous.
server. I
Momo
don't
in
know when
trouble
it's
though.
going to hit.
Just gonna use that ultimate. Just walk out of there. Just lying already. They don't have enough burst to kill him off. Pancake will
Oh, nice.
gets the knockup. Onward flip
Oh.
onto Rival, but he steals
Then
the
Yum
turtle
stops
for
him
himself.
too.
Pancake forced to use the ultimate and stand and fight. So
Oh.
straight to the back with the penalty zone flicker.
Sempo.
That's
Sempoy.
Pancake and Super Gorgeous could not survive long enough. The Rival is on a killing spree.
Unable to secure the kill. The crossbow attack coming out for Chiku guys to make sure that he stays alive is important.
Oh my God!
Nails it!
Lovely.
Wagga
Super
wagga.
I mean,
Thumbs up,
that
bro.
was happening. Super Red unlocked the top lane by himself, just clear a full wave with the ult, and Todak left scrambling in the bottom lane.
I mean, the efficiency coming out from the side of SRG, despite what Todak is trying to do. Wait, they're gonna get this turret, no problem, right?
Yeah, they can
Oh no, he's locked in.
Can't clear the way.
Uh-oh.
Super Sky's now in danger.
Super
Momo
Skies.
in the midst of the Pancake will be there. This is the knockout. Super Sky needs to get away with Momo on his tail. Super
Rival
Sky
goes
forget,
down, though.
Rival ends up dropping.
The trade up.
The shutdown going over to the side of SRG.
Todak just overstaying
Nobody
their
using
welcome
Barats?
there, but they do get a free
Oh,
tower from
Barats.
now.
For some
Losing
reason, I'm
Rival,
thinking
not
Basha.
ideal. I think they would
Barats
prefer
jungle?
to give up Momo in that
Not yet.
situation,
He did
but
get a buff, though,
obviously
didn't he?
One of these is going to be the easier target, and Super Zack has already been showing himself here. Todak
Barats
put
got a buff,
lot of
didn't he?
attention into banning out his known hero pool, but even on the Novaria, this mid laner for the Red Giants still looking very comfortable as ever, and the Red Giants still in a pretty good spot, but I do feel like they need to be a bit more ahead, as Todak's late game scaling will become a problem eventually.
Yeah, but eventually. Not now, though. And I think that Slanger Red Giants are managing the aggression very nicely. And, you know, the rotations that we've seen so far.
We saw him in the
very
off lane a little
fluid
bit
and
in
flexible.
ISF.
Super Go just rotating down to that wards that
From, Egypt or whatever.
Red decides to go on the opposite side. They recognize their power spikes. In the very least, they are playing almost, I would say, very similar to how Todak generally handles the game.
Yeah, it's a very interesting style here, but I think there may be more similarities than we think between these two teams in the way that the aggression is coming out. And I love that there's a lot of rotation as well. A lot of teams have the tendency to stay locked in lane a little bit too long, but the fact that these teams are willing to exchange lanes, to send heroes to other sides of the map to make sure that the maximum efficiency
Damn, I don't have
the
patch notes anymore.
The opponents is achieved is why they are some of the strongest teams here in MPLM1.
One good news for Todak is that Rival is 2 levels ahead of Super Sky, right? All that early he has gotten for himself, that snowball is going to pay off. Even in this turtle contest, he can just get in with the red tree. He's going to steal this objective for sure. But Pancake
Who's the new player in Todak? It's Sempoi, right? Sempoi's the new player.
Todak, but they do get the turtle as predicted. Rival now uses that ultimate.
Mid lane, everyone else is the same.
Now Zyme Sempoi pushing this far away.
Who traded out?
So far, so good.
Who was the mid laner before?
They are able to get Yums in the process here. With the kill, I mean, so far it's pretty dead even between both sides, right? Nobody is really getting ahead in these situations.
Can't remember.
Despite, I mean, Slango Red Giants are making some good moves, but the only real advantage that they're getting is a little bit of extra gold, and it's not even going on to Super Skies, who actually need EXP.
Momo needs
Oh,
right
nice
now.
corner.
4 members of SRG on top
GG's.
of him. He is gone. This bottom lane.
Bye-bye, Momo.
By SRG.
Wait, top side. I think they're actually going to try and push Super Gorgeous out.
Not the easiest one. Super Gorgeous will use the penalty zone to be able to clear out this.
Oh,
no
get your weakness
problem. They will
points.
hit
There you
him
go.
back, knock him back with
Nice
Alpha
play, nice
Ultimate
play.
Just to unlock the crossbow tank for Chiku.
Yep, that's what we wanted to see, just hitting those weakness points. Rival was already positioning for it. They could see it from a mile away, but there's nothing much that Super Gorgeous does, because so far, every single time we've seen him use, every single time we've seen him go into a team fight,
AI
and
winning
use that
prediction.
penalty zone, he always
50-50.
pairs it up with his flicker. That's why every time he's got his flicker, he wants to fight.
Yeah, but I feel like Gorgeous does need to take
Moon.
a bit of a step back here in this situation. I feel like Todak is using his tendency to be over-aggressive and ego challenge a lot of these fights to take advantage of numbers and just take out the EXP laner on the side of the Red Giants. In the previous exchange, they did end up trading Super Gorgeous for Momo on opposite sides of the map, but it is Todak who were able to get the tier 2. And based on the fact that they have the gold lead, Chiku guys actually
Not a huge gold lead.
in gold compared to Super Red here, but overall, Todak are in a pretty comfortable spot.
You guys actually behind Super Red.
He's significantly behind in terms of the jungle. Like, Rival is 2 levels, has been maintaining this 2-level lead for
NACT,
some time.
what do you mean what
On top of
happened?
the fact
It
that he's
starts
got
up,
that
it's
extra
third
gold
phase
thanks
is
to
this
the number of
weekend.
kills. Super Skies has not been able to
There was a break for
get it
ISF, just like Indonesia, and
Kind of a minus stalemate as well as the Lord spawn. Bottom side,
everything
Super
kicks
Gorgeous
back
will
up
lead
this
team.
weekend.
You said Flicker is
Plus
online,
MPLPH
Super Gorgeous
starts.
looking for some sort of an engage.
sheesh.
Rival about to hit that critical mass, and he is very, very far ahead. There's no one on the side of SRG that can kind of hold their own against this alpha. Rival will hit 14 very soon. Todak posturing at the pit. Yum concealed. Super Gorgeous looks like a juicy target. Knocked out by the wall charge. Astro Echo hitting on the 5. Super Sky from the flank. They're looking for Momo. Momo goes down first. And it's going to be crossbow tank for Chico going up. But the blazing duet from Super Red as a response to find Rival.
nice spacing. Honestly, that play coming in from Super Red with the blazing duet was really, really good. They're not going to catch him, right? Okay, they don't. But the spacing was great, making sure that he was on the outside of the fair, the airstrike. Obviously, he's looking for Zyme Sempoi, but the fact that he isn't there makes it even easier for him to actually get the free hits on that front line. Right now, Super Red is in a position where he is very, very strong.
Yeah,
He's got the
I'm
wins of
hyped
nature
for
as
tomorrow
well, just
night.
in case he ends up in that 1v1 against Chiku guys. And I think if they keep this up, eventually Slango Red, in this case, I would imagine that Todak just needs to get deeper into the fight and figure out the position, because the only thing they're lacking right now is vision, which Super Zac is providing.
Yeah, it does seem like this Novaria gonna be biting Todak in the butt just a little bit, but I'm really liking the confidence that Red Giants are showing in this situation. They're understanding what
kinda
Todak's
hot.
comp is capable of. And
I'm not a
despite the
fan.
fact that they know the late game scaling is going to be very dangerous, they still are playing for their win condition, which is going to be Super Red, with the belief that regardless of how much damage potential Todak has, this Claude can carry them to victory as long as they play their cards right.
There's a reason why they always first pick the Claude for their team, right? Regardless of the matchup. Ward will be taken care of on the bottom side. At the end of the day, Todak only lost the bot tier 2. The mid one will probably go. You use
Oh,
the wild
Yums
card,
catches
only
one.
connect to one. But they're going to try and burst down Pancake, and it will be successful in doing so.
I mean, Todak had
still
an
losing a
angle
lot,
to get
though.
on top of Super Ed. They knew that his BMI was up, but they didn't realize that he was actually stunned up by the Wild Charge coming in from Yumes right at the edge of the wall. It was hard to see, but to be fair, Todak will take what they can. They secure the kill on towards Pancake side, and if we're looking at the items, we're almost at full build. Look at Super Red, 5,000 gold ahead.
Bro, that
of
hit
this
from
Mob
Super
Boss.
Zach.
That's insane right there. There is something about
Ken, all your
Filipino
supers are on
goal
Team
laners.
Red
The fact that
Giants,
they're
bro.
able to farm so quickly.
Where's Ken
and
at?
The trait shared by almost every team in MPLPH.
Where's Mr.
and it
Super
surprises
Noru?
me every single time. Because Chiku, guys, it's not as if he's been put too behind or anything. He's died once, but that's about it. Otherwise, he's had pretty free reign over the map. And being 6k behind his opponent, gold laner, especially since it's a Claude, is actually a huge issue here. Even
am I
if
betting
Kodak
on
has the
tomorrow?
scaling, Super Red himself could become
My
the
predictions
bane
tomorrow.
of Kodak's existence.
Let's go.
He
Even
stole that.
take the
Echo
ball away.
RSG Bren.
Really
Talk
just
about a
rolls on
drive-by.
in.
Yeah.
Echo RSG Bren.
I mean, so far so good, right? Slanger Red Giants just taking their time. Todak at the same time. I mean, they're trying to scale up as fast as they possibly can. And Rival's in a position where he's already a level ahead, but the max cap is coming closer and closer. Depending on how they set this up. Oh,
Okay, check the push, misses the knockup, instantly
Pancake taken
shredded
out again.
by the Farsa.
Ruko, what's up?
Guys will come in though, knock on the rival. Panty zone on into by
Super
Super
Goals.
Going off with it. Also
Bro.
getting to wet. Momo and Chico guys barely getting away, but Super Zach does just enough with Astro Spear to find that kill. But he is greeding for more. They gotta block this shot. They will be successful in doing so.
She got 6k behind. What did they do to Bro?
Momo side, and I think Todak are starting to see a pattern here that Slanger Red Giants need to be more aware of. Like Pancake, when he is face checking these bushes, he's not exactly the tankiest person in the world. And ideally, if there's no CC, you can go into that Primal Wrath and then sustain your way all back to full health with the help of the lifesteal. Oh.
Instantly jumps on the Super Skies. Better airstrike use as well. Super Skies. Less than 50% health. Chico guys
Oh!
give an angle. Winter Trunks
Chico
will be
guys.
Super Go just knocked up and stunned by Yumes. Penny zone. Super Go just knocked
Oh! That's
Chico
it.
is dead.
That's it.
Yumes also goes down and Super Red goes to
Panic,
tower
panic,
the Red
panic.
for a double kill.
GG's.
The Langor Red Giants finding the crucial fight. This Lord's gonna be theirs.
Red Giants have been doing pretty good
Beautiful
this
play
season,
coming
huh?
out Slanger Red Giants. Beautiful play. Again, half the time you would say a staggered engage and as well as a staggered defense as you're
Where's
pulling
Malaysia?
back. Sending members in one by one isn't the idea, but Todak, they came in fast.
Giants
they came
are
in hard,
up,
but with
boys.
the counter engage for
Team
Super
SMG.
Go, just
Todak's in
turning it around
8th
with the help of
place.
Super Red, making this an even more
They also have two more-
devastating
only
defense
4
than it
games,
was an
though.
attack from Todak's side.
And Chico, guys, may have breathed out his crossbow tang just a bit too long. He had it. It was ready. But he got CC chained because he took too long to use it. And because of that, no crossbow tag means no damage for Todak. And now the Lord is crashing in mid lane.
I mean, because Super Sky had the Winter Truncheon, right? He couldn't proc the crossbow tang on him. Just, I mean, out of this world in terms of item decision. Todak losing 2 inhibitors already. The Langor Giants not relenting on this assault on the bottom one as well if they can. Super Red will go to work and that one
I don't know if it's
But
that
airstrike
Todak's not the
used,
same. I
but
think it's
even
also
that
just
isn't
that
enough
other
for Todak
teams
to
have
hold
gotten
the face
stronger.
together. Now the Langor Red Giants have free reign of the game.
Ooh,
Like,
second Lord of the game, and they've
the
already
pack is
taken out
starting to
every
catch up.
single inhibitor away from Todak's side. I mean, Todak is going to be able to live to get their cores to max items, but I don't know. Right now, Slanger Red Giants with a large 7k gold lead in their pockets right now. It's all about the setup. It really is about whether or not they can mitigate the amount of impact that Super Go just.
Do you think Team Secret will sponsor any team? Where are we hearing this from, bro?
Just doesn't have enough setup. They're wholly dependent on that wild charge. Otherwise,
RSG?
there's no real source of CC other than
No.
making a spear of
RSG's
alpha.
not defeated.
And that's not gonna be
Team
enough
SMG
against
is
the Langor
undefeated,
Red Giants, who in
but they've only
comparison,
played 4
Super Go
games
just
compared
Pancake
to
have been able to
Red
initiate
Giants has
so
played
many of these
6.
fights effectively for the Red Giants, effectively making
So,
sure
yeah.
that their resources are used and spaced
But
out.
Team SMG is in
with
2nd
Todak's
place
staggered
with
engagement.
having played less
Also not
games
forget
than
the
some of the
fact that
teams
Rival
below
is the
them.
jungler, right? This Retribution battle spell is far more valuable than everybody else.
They're not running games evenly throughout every-
Without it, I think that Todak, they need to start readjusting
every day,
and
so it's a
rethinking
little
how
weird.
they actually want to approach
Some
this
teams
stuff.
have
They
a
can't
few
sit
more
on
games
top
than
of
other
it because
teams.
Then SRG will get free engages. But if they let SRG sit on top
Like
of the board,
Todak
then
and
they
Team
have
Secret
no
have only
means of
played
actually
4
getting out
games.
once they get
Team
into the
SMG
fight.
has only
And if they
played
don't
4
hit their key
games.
targets, then
But like
Todak
Red
will
Giants
almost instantaneously.
have played
How do you find
6,
Super
Homeboys
Red
and
in
Hack
these
have played
fights? I think
5.
that's also a crucial question that Todak so far hasn't had
Yeah,
an answer.
SMG is
Yeah, and I
undefeated
think
right
a lot
now.
of it just comes down to can Zyme Senpoi burst him down before Super Red closes in on the distance. Because keep in mind,
Yeah,
Super
bro.
Red knows
Imagine
that he knows
there was a
the
lot of
distance
hype
on
about
Xbox,
Team
but he
Secret,
also
and
has
then
to
they
be
just kind
careful
of
of people
bombed,
who
huh?
can push him
Everyone's
away.
like,
People
"Oh
like
shit,
Gnome, who
Team
can knock him
Secret's
up with the Wild
joining."
Sharks, like Rival with the Spear of Alpha, and I think that would be the most devastating ability to get hit by.
And that's why Super Red is waiting for his team to be the ones to engage first. They've got so many tools. Skies, Gojes, Pancake can all pretty easily stand in front. And some of them will be very willing to sacrifice their lives as well to force Todak to use their CC, use their feathered airstrike. Once that happens, it's just a free reign for Super Red. Right now, the draft for Todak may have been a little bit too greedy, as
How are you
while
doing
they
today,
have a
Ruka?
lot of damage, they don't have enough tools to keep the fight going so that damage can be out.
I don't think there's much Todak can do here.
Number 3, the dance so far is a lonely one. Only SRG on
Look at
the
Pancake and
case.
Super Red.
Pancake and Super Red hiding in that bush as well. So Super Red posturing himself so far forward. With Momo trying to shove up the mid lane. Todak, what is the opening?
How do they get in on this?
If
They got the
China
side lane
wins
quick, but
wild
I
card,
think right now
I
what
talked
Gojes
about
doing
this
is
too
great.
on my
Resetting
last stream.
continuously because they've got
I
such
think
a
if
big
they win wild
disadvantage
card,
with no pushing
they
waves.
could
Somebody
do their
needs to
thing.
maintain at once. If this Lord starts walking towards Tordak's space, I don't think they have a means to actually finish it up.
And they know where Rival is because he uses ability. So this Lord, I mean, it's completely uncontested. Todak just waiting for SRG to claim it. Maybe Super Gold just a target, right? The penalty zone actually cancel, but he will use
Oh,
the
Super
Gold.
Goats.
Guys is the target. He
Pancake.
needs to get the ultimate off. Wisdom Nation will be
Crossbow
using
Tank
the
doesn't get the
back,
finish.
Needs that ultimate right now.
Bro.
Doesn't get it. Ends up
They don't have the
dying.
damage.
Use
Chiku
the
guy's
next on the
taken
list.
out.
Super Ray will chase him down.
Todak doesn't
This
have the
Rock is
damage.
dead. Super Zack finds him. Two from Todak down. The minions pushing the base. Todak needs to defend it, but Super Skies will not make it easy. Again, Winter Trunk here to buy time. The rest of SRG crashing to wall. Todak is falling as the Selangor Red Giants, they're going to be looking to close out this game. 3 versus 5, Rival for immortality. Can you keep this alive? Zion standpoint, flickers with the ultimate. Super Gold just misses the penalty zone, but it doesn't matter. Super Red has done it. Selangor Red Giants in game 1.
Woo! That was like a tactical
GGs.
game. It wasn't as hype as I was expecting it to be, especially towards the end there, but SRG taking it nice and slow and a very
drafting phase, because we saw in game 2 they be able to match up there, because
Red
if he
Giants on
does
blue
get
side
zoned
again.
out in lane against the X-Borg, which is almost
Irithel,
a definite
X-Borg,
fact unless he gets some
Grok,
help. It's going to
Terizla,
be very difficult because
Cho,
Red Giants does
Farza.
rely on that penalty zone counter engage quite often. As we enter the second man phase, the Brody we mentioned is gone.
Brody is already gone. Selangor Red Giants now holding priority over the draft. What else do they need to really be concerned about, right? The EXP support is already.
I
shown,
gotta use the
mid
bathroom
laners
real
is
quick,
gonna be
guys.
number 1, and that's what they're looking for, getting rid of the Novari almost straight away. It's interesting to see that finally, after so very long, despite the new patch coming in and the nerfs happening to Yves specifically, that people are now straying away from it and now prioritizing the Novari over both of these artillery mages. Like, word?
I think it just goes back to how the info gathering, right? Novara is probably the best hero to do that. AoE coverage, AoE surveillance, and no other hero does that for a team. Or maybe if you pick Yi Xunshin and use that ultimate, but that's a different story.
Not to mention, back in the day, one of the reasons why I really enjoyed watching Zion Senpoi was because of his signature Kagura with the flame shot. His long-range sniping was insane. And if you ask me, this is just a personal bias, I want to see Zion Senpoi's Kagura again.
Really?
Does it work though? Does it work? You have to justify.
I think it's actually pretty solid, because with the inbuilt sort of Purify with her dash, she can escape from Cho.
I mean, sure, but that's not your biggest concern, right? Because at the end of the day, we've seen the classic matchup of Farsim as well as Kagura. Kagura naturally is going to have a bit of a lane advantage, but then when you start adding the supports into the mix, it really doesn't make much of a difference. And then later in the game, you basically get one shot by the Feathered Airstrike alone. So I don't know about that. I feel like that's too volatile for me personally, but Selangor Red Giants might just force it out. I mean, they banned out the Eve as well, and now you're running out of options.
I mean, what else is left on the table? Nothing much, right? Unless,
Khadija.
That is
yep,
true.
that is true. Kadita Farmis.
I just want to see Kagura. It's just a personal bias here. Kadita makes a lot of sense, counters the Farsa well, can escape from Cho even better. We'll see what the choice is from Todak. They go for the Baxia, so they're going to be pilfering that away from Skies this game.
Keeping Zyme Senpoi's picks safe as well. You want to see the rest of SRG. SRG themselves are looking for the jungler and the marksman. I don't know what the pressure is going to be though. SRG has always been focusing on Super Race lane alone. If that Bruno goes through, which I think there's a high chance it does, I won't be surprised if RG put pressure onto that lane again.
I think it's gonna be pretty crazy because Tonak with these
we're
4
back.
picks, it already shows you that this is like, it's honestly super similar to RSG's draft that we saw yesterday, right? Where you basically have 2 anchors to kind of hold down the fort. You have like a dedicated hyper carry, which is going to be your marksman. You've got extra bits of peel, and then all you have to do is just kind of maintain that space, hold your battle lines, and you'll generally come up on top.
And it's very much a rundown comp here. Lots of bulk, a good amount of damage as long as they're able to keep Chiku guys in check. The Martis did not get banned this game, so we do see that getting locked in. And it's going to be the Gord! Zion Senpai bringing it onto the Land of Dawn for the 3rd time
I haven't gotten used
this
my
season.
lights recently.
Oh boy, this is gonna be tough for SRG to get into the middle of those fights, right? Even if you find a good engage, if
I
you
don't
want
really
to
like
go
how it
further
looks,
than
though.
that, Gord just completely shuts you down. If you're in a choke point, even more so.
And they don't call it
Like, it looks
Mystic
good.
Junction for no reason. Yeah,
But there's no light
stops
on
you in
this
your
left
tracks.
side.
But final words, gentlemen,
Over
before
here.
going to game 2, I want to hear
And
about the
kind of
win
throws it
conditions.
off.
I think the win conditions for Todak is a lot easier to achieve, but it does require some time. So it's very highly dependent on whether or not they are able to kind of win out on the mid lane and boost the gold.
Being able to get that mid lane prio, being able to roam around the map.
I gotta
gain the map
stand,
control
bro.
that they
My
weren't able to
legs.
get in game
Gord!
number 1,
The
whereas
Gord
Red
pick.
Giants will definitely have a
Sit
bit
in that
more
chair for too
executional
long. I need a new
complexity
chair,
around
really. That's the
Pancake on this
problem.
show, but if they're able to set up kills onto Super Zack and Super Skies right from the get-go, then the snowball comp will come online.
It does seem like there's not too many targets that Pancake would like to kick, right? Not the Grog, not the Export, not the Baxia. It's all about the cores. Game 2 kicking off right now between Selangor Red Giants and Todak. And boy, let me tell you, if SRG wins this 2-0, we are going to have a storm in this stadium. We see early invades from Yums already, again, trying to slow down Super Skies as much as possible, but it is the Martis. It's not the easiest one to stop.
Oh, yes, the red uses. Yeah,
Gotta
no
use it.
choice. No choice. I mean, Pancake could look to actually come home. Oh, but this is what I wanted to see coming in from Boxia players. Just go right into their base, right? You've got that mid prio, and then you can have this man advantage as you steal away their jungle.
A lot of oppression here from Todak instantly. Even Chiku guys coming
Whoa.
over.
Let's get the, almost getting the stun off, get blocked by the camp. Use as well, Rival, I believe, got that camp, so he will hit that tree first. We'll lose the little wanderer over to Todak as well.
Nice adjustment here from Todak, now putting the pressure onto the Red Giants instead. They know that with a Cho, with Farsa, with Martis, once they hit level 4, they're going to want to start being active around the map. So before that timing comes, Todak are going to take advantage of the natural bulkiness of their composition to slow down Red Giants scaling as much as possible.
Uh-huh. Oh, man, Super Red is so smart. He freezes the wave just before his turret. He wants Chiku guys to actually walk up, because as soon as he walks up, he can already start trading, getting in and out of that fight. Even with the Queen's Roar, it's not going to be enough to be able to like win out this trade, but it does put Chiku guys in a compromised position. So with that, they're going to start pushing that wave now, pull backwards, because they know for a fact that in terms of rotation, this Baxia should generally be on the bottom side of the map.
Some very good awareness here from Super Red, making sure that he's not only aware of where the people they see are, but the people that they can't see as well.
Pancake.
Kept in check to make sure that he's not caught unawares.
For now, it's about being patient.
I like that the Farza's getting
Hit those
picked.
level 4s. This neutral is
I
gonna
feel like
be
she's getting
very
kind of slept on here in
important for
NA.
Red Giants. Not so much for Todak. Todak can personally let this very first one go if they have to, but since Rival's already a level ahead, might as well push the tempo.
Momo also has the Spirit got armor instantly. Misfed airstrike
Oh.
used. Lovely stuff from
Rival
Todak
takes.
to get the retribution.
I think they got first turtle last time too.
Going over to Momo as he just barbecue Super Gorgeous.
Already a solid start here for Todak. While it looked like a good engage there with Gojes getting the double penalty zone inside the turtle pit into the Feather Airstrike. Ooh, Super Red dropping low.
Oh, Chiku guys didn't want to go
Yums.
further than that.
Yums is here.
He's looking for him.
Nah,
The flicker wild charge. Will he use it?
nah, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. He knows that Super Red also has Flicker as well, and I think Yums recognizes that he probably needs his Flicker for a bigger situation later on.
He spotted out in the jungle.
I'm trying to
the
look
Rival
up
right now, he
statistics
is
on hero
almost
picks.
2 levels ahead of Super Skies in terms of experience at least. To show up again, the invade on the orange buff. Super Ray just came back from base, get the kick already onto Rival, trying to finish him off. Bandit Sprays even used, but Yu's gonna keep them at bay with Dime Senpoi using the Mystic Gush. And Todak, they just won't let SRG access their jungle.
And all of this because they don't have any control over their mid lane. As of right now, Zion's endpoint is just clearing out these waves faster than SuperZac can actually keep up with him. And worse yet, when you have Yoobs walking into the jungle, it already forces somebody like Pancake to actually go and respond rather than actually help out that mid lane, clear that wave, and having the correct number of reinforcements to buffer your jungler.
Yeah, the lineup that Red Giants have will require them to over-rotate heroes just to be able to deal with Todak. Due to how naturally bulky the Grok, as well as the mobility that the Baxia brings to the jungle, means that it's going to be very difficult for Super Skies to actually get his farm up. So he needs to be escorted quite heavily, and that means that he's not going to be able to get kills and the snowball that a jungle Martis would ideally like, especially with the killing spree too.
Yeah, they're just denying this early game away from SRG, which is perfect for the side of Todak because eventually they're going to wait until this Irithyll has about 4 items. 3 items will be ideal, 4 will be the most optimal. And by that time, I think it will be too late for SRG.
Yeah, look at Chiku, guys. He is going to start proxying the wave.
Wow.
And that's how confident
They have
feel the
vision, though.
second
They have
turtle
vision.
Online. Rivalry just has an
So it's a
advantage
fair
against
cut.
Net, 2 levels ahead of Super Skies. With no chance that he's going to get the turtle. They're gonna
He
try
can
it, but
rotate
an
up
airstrike
now.
kick onto Rival. The
Rival
tank is
taking a
level,
little bit of
Todak,
damage.
Roger,
Momo using the last
Vida
insanity, able to pick up
unstable
Super Zac.
insanity. Mystic
Magic
Gun
Gush
also
comes
used.
out,
They
though.
do get rid of Rival, but the members of the Flying Red Giants
Super
are
Goge goes
all
down as well.
incredibly low. All 3 of them goes down, and
Well
you
played by Todak.
is the one that
They
steals
don't
the turtle.
even get the
Absolute
turtle.
catastrophe at the turtle pit.
After all they had sacrificed, Zac, I mean, Super Zac just ate it, right? Grog was on top of him, Exberg was on top of him, and he's like, no matter what, I got to make sure that Rival goes down so we have an opportunity for this turtle. And they don't even get that as well. After losing 4 of their members, they have sacrificed way too much, and now this is where Todak is going to pour gasoline on this fire.
Looking scary already, even though it's 5 minutes
Rival
in,
doesn't even care if
trained as
Pancake
the
kicks
full
him.
buff. Now 3 levels
He's like,
ahead
yo,
of
yeah,
Super
way the
Skies.
dragon me. It's okay,
Talk
bro.
about having a bad Martis game.
It does look like the Lego Tower here. Gonna be
Pancake
falling
knows it
apart
too, and he's
for
like,
the
yeah, I'm
Red
not going to do it.
Giants. As Todak has figured them out, being able to draft like this has enabled them so much more heavily in that early game. The Red Giants not ahead enough to have the burst necessary to take down Rival, and that means that the more time they spend trying to finish off the Baxia, the more time they spend vulnerable within the iron sights of their opponents.
Yeah, but the fact that they've been slowed down, it's kind of all up to the enablers here, right? Once Super Ray gets his items, they are going to need some combo starters to make this thing work. And, oh boy, Pancake might be in some trouble here.
Done by Rival. Super Skies also taking some trade. Locked out. Has to use that the Mortal Coil to get out. Mystic. Oh wow, the Feather Airstrike.
Oh, Chiku guy's in trouble.
Super Gold has access to the penalty zone. Gets
Well
rid of
played.
Chiku of all people.
Rival.
Now might end up going down. Big
Turn of
turnaround
tables.
in the mid lane for SRG.
The decisions being made in this game, I don't know. I feel like I'm tripping here. I really think I'm tripping. The fact that Chiku died, he already has his sprint, right? Considering everything that has happened, Pancake still had his way of the dragon to kick Rival and then basically stun lock him to death.
Super Red might be sacrificed, so
Ooh.
gotta use that flicker to get out. Todak putting some pressure.
Yeah, nice flicker though for the Super Red. Getting out in that situation going to be very good, as Red Giants have already halved the net worth lead that Todak had because of those questionable decisions that were made. It's understandable that, oh, hold on.
Another
Okay.
kick onto Rival. They're trying to blow him up. This time Rival does have
Oh.
Optimus. It's gonna be hard, and Super Skies will press their retreat to get it. Rival ends up going down. Super Zac traded back.
Good stuff. Good stuff. That's what we want to see, right? That's what we wanted the first turtle to start looking like. But Chiku, guys, is starting to get strong here. He's already completed his Berserker's Fury. He's 1 item away before he has some very reliable crit damage. 4th item would be most ideal. But as we are seeing this game start to progress, we're going to expect that SRG needs to kind of fight back, right? They haven't been able to take a single turret off from Tordak's side. And I think the only way that they can actually get momentum on their side is if they continue to play around these neutrals and continue to punish Rival.
I think it is okay for Red Giants to take a slightly slower backseat in this game. Super Red will scale pretty well. Super Zac will be able to do some damage later on. And Todak will eventually fall off in terms of damage. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
The gush-
oh,
Flicker from Time
very
Senpai.
beautiful.
Wow. the coordination
Very
from Todak
clean.
and bot lane to get rid of
Very
Super Gold
clean.
Just outplayed, man.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Woo, woo, I'm Senpai. He still got it.
But
Uh-oh.
inside,
Ooh.
that
But
air
then
tries to
Chiku
get rid of
guys gets
Chiku
picked off.
again.
Yeah, but I mean, Pancake, he finds the kick, and he did use his flicker to get that.
I would say
well
Super Red's
done.
up on
Both
gold right
sides
now.
really not giving each other an inch and taking away some important win conditions to hurt them as much as they can as they slowly rotate towards this mid-game, transitioning into lane.
I don't know. If I had a nickel for every time a veteran MPL gold laner on Irritel gets fed to the enemy team multiple times in one game, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's funny that it happened twice.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty funny that it happened twice. I don't know how many times it's going to happen, though. For all we know, Chiku guys might get a little, a little throwy, as they say, a little overheat, as we've seen in the previous matchup before. So I wouldn't put it past them.
I feel like you only can have the license to be throwy if you actually have won a game. And
Oh
they're
my.
on the cusp of losing this. Right? He throws like
Damn.
1-2 more deaths. This game
They're
might
roasting
just end.
Todak
Hey,
right
that's
now,
the
bro. They're roasting
Rockstar
Chico right
style.
now.
Oh, we don't need to cast a curse it just yet, as the first Lord gonna be coming up here. Momo still being very annoying. Xborg is such a pain in this patch, but Yume's in trouble.
Oh wait, they actually get the feathered airstrike out of Super Zack, and that's actually huge. Now Todak needs to start rushing down this Lord.
They even get the kick out of Pancake as well, so Lord is gone. And just love the distraction from Yun to allow that to happen.
Beautifully done coming in for the side of Todak's side. This is way slower than game number 1 for sure. A lot less messy, way more tactical, and more importantly, this is a slow ramp up from Todak because they recognize that they haven't hit that item power spike just yet. So let's look at where they are currently at. We've got the Ice Queen's wand as well as the Glowing Wand coming in from the board. But again, he's not the main point of focus. The main point of focus is going to be Chico, who's already completed 3 items, Beatrix only 2 with the Fury Hammer.
A little bit behind from
Wow.
Super Red there. Ooh, that's
Look
a
at
lot
that
of
damage
damage
from
from the
Chico.
Irritel. That's very scary right there. And Todak still continuing to put on a lot of pressure right here. I think this is exactly what they should be doing in this
We get an
situation.
answer
They
yet?
already got the
No.
Lord earlier. The more structures they can get with this push, the more comfortable of a position they will be put in. Because so far, Super Red has still been matching the pace of Chiku Guy's farm, and we all know how scary Beatrix is.
What just happened?
No, he missed it! He's gonna die for
Oh, that's a big whiff.
this! Faster for SRG! Not at this timing with the Lord coming in.
That's the worst possible
Wait, what
outcome.
happens here, bro?
Into the bag, Momo.
I heard that Red
Give it to
Giants
him,
win
they
this.
forced him to flicker away. Todak should be able to get this inhibitor. They will lose Rival.
Where do they
but it's a
whiff?
small price to pay.
Where's the big whiff,
Oh,
yo?
they had
That feels
it.
bad.
We know one's
really
coming.
bad.
Well, I guess I didn't curse that, right? He didn't die the 3rd time. But
That is true. But what does it cost? What a
Wow.
mistake there from Pancake, not being able to get the kick in the right direction. Red Giants lose so much off of that. And now, even though they were able to even things out with Todak just a few minutes before, the game is instantly shifted back with an inhibitor down before the 11-minute mark.
And the worst part is that Pancake has been consistently finding Chico with the 3rd hit G could know. So I'm so surprised that he ended up mismechanicking and flickering way further when he didn't even let the Way of the Dragon connect. So honestly, can't do much about that situation. SRG just needs to recover from this.
see if they can play from behind. I mean, that's the position
Well,
that
for
they're
a second, I thought Sykes
Lord up in another
Skies
50
was going to lose
seconds.
that.
Super Skies will get the purple buff. At least there's something for them. Only one inhibitor down.
Super
so not
Skies.
all
Why
of
not
us
just
lost
name
this
himself
yet.
Skies?
5K goalie for
Why does it have to be
Toronto.
Sekis?
And this
Sekis.
could end up
Sekis.
multiplying Momo
And then say it's Skies. Why do you gotta make it
The
confusing?
Red Giants have quite unfortunately been put in a position where I don't see their chances of victory unless Todak makes a big mistake here. And while that's not completely out of bounds for Todak to do, I do feel like they've been squaring up a little bit more in these past few minutes, understanding exactly to what limits they can bring the Red Giants. Because the farm right now is not quite matching up. And even though Todak would lack damage thanks to how bulky their team is, Red
Oh,
Giants doesn't
no
have
kick.
enough DPS yet to break down their front line.
I don't know whether you want to be saying that out loud with SRG fans trying to give that moral support literally with the drums and banners behind us. But that's the idea, right? It's about that mental fortitude. How long and how much damage can you truly take before you find that opportunity
It'd be cool to
turn it
see.
around?
I would
Pancake
definitely
will be
enjoy
looking for an opening,
seeing
but Super Skies is
some
ready.
different
Down
teams
to
go
50%.
to
Again, no chance
M5.
for SRG to
like
even
if Red
contest
Giants
the
win,
Lord.
it'd be pretty
Can't
cool.
even get into their own jungle, so Todak will not have the second Lord.
Man, it's really frustrating, right? Momo is just, he's holding
We've seen
4
Todak,
people
like,
back
every
by
year.
himself because nobody wants to waste their resources on just an Xborg. But Pancake, all right, He's got an interesting angle here. I don't think he's going to get spotted out.
And
just
now it's
yet.
only
Oh,
one
now he
team,
does.
and the other team goes to wild card. So
I doubt they're going to engage.
wild
with him, so
card,
he'll be
the
able to
wild
get
card
back to his
tournament should be
team, but the Lord
interesting.
is pushing in. Only 2 inhibitors standing. Can Todak end with this?
And they don't have the best defense as well. Need that better airstrike for potential fight. Momo does get bring down low. Good mortal core for Super Skies to avoid the stun from the Lord. SRG will have to work with the Lord, deal with it. But just did get stunned up. You'll follow with the wall charge, but no follow-up from Todak after that.
They're still playing for the inhibitors here. Oh.
That's Sandy straight to the bag.
It's a lot of damage from
Momo.
Momo. But Pancake, able to find Rival. They're up.
He's walled out. Rival ends up going down.
Go just goes down, 1 for 1.
Will be traded in return as Zime Sandpoint just guns him down with the laser.
Wow, Todak literally gets nothing for this. Even though they secured the Lord on their side, all the outer
Pancake's been doing really well at just being patient with that way of the dragon. Like, he will not just use it on anybody. He goes, he's searching, man. He's got his line in the water every time.
82% chance of overall winning at the 12th minute.
There was a great defense by the Red Giants, and I do feel like there was some slight miscommunication from Todak maybe, because they got a great setup with the last Insanity into 3 members of the Red Giants, dropping them to like no HP at all. Here comes again.
There's nothing he could do. Just one wall charge and that's it.
That's what you're looking for. Take away the spearhead. As long as you take away the spearhead, the rest of the shaft isn't really going to do too much damage. And I think Super Go just recognizes that. Even if he gets on top of Chiku, guys, there's no guarantee that he's going to get a kill. Considering that even in the last game, he only had a Fury Hammer at the end of the game. Didn't even bother finishing the Hunter Strike. Most people, wait, hold on.
That's Sandy. Momo is just going to dive in, try to push them away from the inhibitor, forcing out the flicker from Super Zack. But Yum's taking a lot of damage. Actually loses that immortality. Super Red, he's starting to ramp up.
I think, you know, right now, you got to give credit to Super Zack, right? He's holding this team together. He is chunking out Chiku, guys, and that is by far the most important person to chunk out. Zime Senpai, once his abilities are on cooldown, he's kind of just there.
And the high ground defense actually becoming a bit of a problem for Todak, and I feel like their engages so far have been pretty weird as well. Momo's finding good opportunities with the last Insanity, doing a good amount of damage, but it doesn't feel like the follow-up is being invested. And Todak even tried to take that fight when they didn't have much of a minion wave to play off of as well, so there was no way to really continue the battle or even try to go for a structure. So Todak does seem to be making some strange mistakes, but they still have a pretty comfortable goal lead at this stage.
Well, I don't know about that. Slanger Red Giants are coming to the point. Once they hit that 42k mark, that means the majority of their cores are getting to that full build, or at very least just the last couple of components. Because look at Super Red. He is doing
After this, I probably won't. I think I'm going to stop after this.
Has been able to earn the right
This is probably the last game. I'm going to watch this game, and then I'll be it.
And even then, might not be able to get this. Todak very quickly working on the HP. Super Gojazz has the flicker. And he's looking for an angle. Super Skies as well. He's getting chunked down. Pancake wants to flank, but he's going to be spotted out. Chiku, guys, from the other end, looking for Super Skies alongside with the help of Momo, will take him down. And it's just good patience from Todak to get the third Lord.
very slow, very methodical, and Super Sky is just helpless to do anything about it. Like, he's wasting so much time on Momo, but if he goes past the Momo, that means the rest of Todak gets to walk past him as well.
I think this guy's definitely needed to just back off at that point. There's no way he's engaging on. Todak is specifically slowing down the Lord take to make sure he's dropping low, and here they come.
Super Gojazz going to be blocked off. That's Sandy used by Momo. Super Gojazz needs to re-engage with the Pancake zone if he can. But the airstrike will
Where's
be
the
used,
big
but this time the
turnaround?
inhibitor will drop.
MPLC, I will be watching tomorrow night. So
Two
please,
inhibitors
come
on
tune
the
in.
side of SRG.
Put it in your calendar.
Or's gonna be coming in from
Set
the
that
top side as
set
well.
that notification
It's
bell.
the beginning and the end already, right? Super Gojazz
'Cause I'll be
unfortunately
tuning
can't
in
go for the
tomorrow
engage,
night.
Didn't have the penalty zone at that point in time because he used it earlier.
Probably gonna
over
work
the
on a
main
thumbnail
barrier,
after
but now
this.
It could be different, right? But it's a bit of a struggle. If you are going to fight, you got to still maintain the waves at the same time. And let's not forget, all 3 waves are going to be empowered Lord minions.
Need to try to do this Lord as fast as possible. For that, it needs Super Red with them. Easier said than done. Lord's gonna be
We're on a
distracted by
date.
Pancake.
See you
Just a
guys
little bit
then.
Super Red. We claim on the side. Now SRG piling in some effort to deal with the Lord, and that's where Todak pounds. Last Sandy. Chiku guys.
Oh!
By Pancake.
Yums goes
Full
down.
combination to keep him alive.
Chiku
guys.
guys.
Long enough. No! What a fight
Big
for
turnaround.
Pancake to keep SRG afloat in the sinking ship. The Giants are still there, and Momo will have to retreat.
Oh, Pancake redemption is so sweet at less than that, 3% of his HP finds the angle to kick Chiku back in towards the range of the feathered airstrike. And let's not forget that Super Zack had already used 3 of his charges on a
Still a
completely
5K
separate
gold
target.
deficit, though.
Without using the flicker, the icing on the cake, so Pancake will have that battle spell for the next fight.
Oh, this is some hot stuff coming out from SRG.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait.
Ooh, pulls him out of the tower. Clean combination.
Just shredded. That's immortality gone.
That was clean. The way that they used the penalty zone to slow him down. And Super Skies pulls him out of the tower a little bit.
As Zyme Sempoy so far has been doing magic. Momo wants to re-engage. The target is looking for. Rival is going to join in. Pancake is going to be there. Todak, 5 men strong. This could be it.
Honestly, I thought Momo was going overheating for sure, but then I noticed the overall movement speed coming in from the rest of the Todak lineup. The fact that Chiku guys can literally run it down with the help of Rival in that Shield Unity form. It's some scary stuff. But right now, Slanger Red Giants, let's see how they play this out again. They're right at the crystal door.
Pancake can't dive.
Well played.
He's going to go down. No more cash from them. Momo straight with the last day towards the back. Super Gold just trying to flick him with the panties.
Oh!
Target. There's another minion wave though.
Oh,
Outside,
Chiku.
Super Gold just wants to kill all the Chiku guys, but cannot find it. Now Super Red has to hold the fort. Zyme Sempoy with the Mystic Guard flick the forward.
Wait, decimations, decimations. Watch for the decimations.
Guys against the world. Fuse revive with the
Watch for the decimation. Does he still have it?
Pushing in.
He doesn't have it still.
I think they run out of gas. Todak.
No,
not
Todak
ready
wins this.
to wave goodbye just yet. This
I'm
territory
confused.
has not been conquered by SRG. And Todak.
Oh, it goes game 3.
What a game! What a game coming out from Todak, evening out
I
that
can't watch
score.
another one, guys. It's 12:30
Get this
a.m.
man off of that
I need to have
guard.
rest for tomorrow's PH.
Legitimately a tense situation.
I can't watch the third one. I can't watch it. I gotta have energy for tomorrow. Gotta have energy for tomorrow, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. That's the most important thing to say, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to watch MPL PH. We might even catch the Onyx RQ game. It depends. We'll see. We're going to probably bounce around here and there. But, yeah, tomorrow's going to be a big night. So get your rest, boys and girls. Sleep well. Get some coffee, some Red Bulls, whatever it is, you know. I'll see you guys there. Have a good night. Much love.